So, besides trying to manage my mental health after everything that's happened in my life recently, I found some solace in being creative and customizing competitive cars for CarX Street, preferably for Class 5 and above. I know the meta for those classes often involves players going for extremely light Ford GTs, Viper ACRs, R33 Skylines, or even 992 GT3 Tourings. But what about this classic Porsche? The P64 might start out as a Class 2 car, and you only take on a Class 5 version of it in a Class 5 club. But can this car be competitive? The last time I customized one of these, I actually did customize it for Class 5, but because I didn't incorporate weight into the mix, it was just a heavy thing that stood no chance against the Supras, Skylines, and Ford GTs during leaderboard time attacks. So let's fix that. I've got 4 distinct Class 6 builds for the P64, and we're going to compare which one is best and which one you should build if you're into competitive time attack racing. As always, if you like what you see here, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. With that said, let's get started. When aiming for a high spot on a time attack leaderboard in this game, it's not just about the car you drive, how you drive it, or how you set it up. It's also about the type of course you race on. For example, the builds I showcase here for my many Class 6 P64s are all designed for technical courses and racetracks. According to leaderboards and other competitive players online, the best setup often involves making the car as light as possible while still having a reasonable amount of power. The challenge is meeting certain class requirements when building cars, as the game considers both your car's mass and horsepower in your setup. For example, a heavier car allows you to put more power into it and still meet class requirements, making it faster. These heavier builds are perfect for highway races in lower classes, especially since these cars aren't well suited for the racetrack or any technical track for that matter. Weight saving in this game isn't only achieved through weight reduction kits or swappable body stages, but also through engines and gearboxes, as they also add weight. Thanks to the freedom this game offers, we can swap any engine or gearbox into any car we like. I wanted to start with the P64 because obviously it has this awesome Singer DLS body kit, and I wanted to fix the mistake I made by creating a Class 5 P64 that was powerful but too heavy to compete on time attack leaderboards. With all that said, here's what I have. This first build uses the engine that comes with the car, a 3.7 liter flat 4 turbo, which sounds nothing like a flat 4 or even a Subaru for that matter. It is a relatively light engine, weighing only 170 kilograms compared to other boxer engine Porsches in this game, which weigh over 200 kilos. With all the proper upgrades, this P64 weighs 1044 kilos, making it an ideal all-rounder, though the realist in me is puzzled as to why it wasn't light to begin with. Our next build is our second lightest, weighing only 1006 kilograms. The key difference? The engine, which is the 2-liter Turbo 4 RDA found in the Ford Focus ST. It might produce just 240 horsepower, but it's the lightest engine in the game, weighing only 109 kilograms. That alone makes this one of the lightest builds you can create without using any prototype parts, especially for weight reduction. The engine delivers decent power, but its lighter weight is its main advantage. My third build is the stunning Cyberpunk replica, featuring an engine with an amazing power-to-weight ratio. The 3-liter straight-six B30 engine from the M92 and M92C, or the M3 E92 GTS and M3 E92 convertible. The engine generates 340 horsepower, but it weighs only 130 kilograms, making it the most versatile straight-six engine in the game. With the prototype weight reduction kit I added to this car, it's the lightest build here, weighing just 988 kilograms. To stay in Class 6, this build is limited on power, producing only 493 horsepower. Still, the B30 engine, although lightweight, is a torquey powerhouse, which means its acceleration exceeds expectations even with its lower power output. Our final build here features the K820 engine from the HCR or Honda Civic Type R FK8, which many people use for their lightweight time attack builds on certain cars. There are actually two of these engines, but the other K820 found in the HI5 or Honda Integra Type R DC5 has less power and is heavier, making the HCR's 4-cylinder engine the better choice. Whichever one you choose, they don't come with a turbo installed, so if you want more power, you'll need to add a turbo kit. Because the HCR's K820 is lighter, tuning any car for a Class 6 technical time attack is slightly easier than with the HI5's K820. However, compared to the other three builds I've already shown, this one is the heaviest at 1057 kilograms, which also means it's the most powerful, producing 528 horsepower. So those are all the builds, and now it's time to determine which one is the best. This presents a challenge because the game doesn't have a dedicated time attack or sprint track. Time attack leaderboards change every 4 days, and the sprint races scattered across the map rotate after each completion. They never stay the same. The only option we have is to create our own track and time ourselves, which is what I've done. I've mapped out a simple course at Sunset Speedway that tests both top speed and handling, and I'll be using this layout from now on to test my cars. With all that said, let's find out which swap works best for this classic Porsche. Honestly, this is the best I can do given the current design of the game. It might not be perfectly accurate, but it's the best available at the moment. The results speak for themselves. Despite slight weight differences, the RDA swap performs best with an optimal power to weight ratio for acceleration, speed, and handling. Interestingly, I've been using the RDA swap on many of my cars for high-level time attacks. Let's see what this engine can really achieve when installed in a lighter, more grip-oriented car. The RDA swap is perhaps one of the lightest and most effective swaps you can choose for technical time attacks, both providing power and reducing weight. Ultimately, the engine you select depends on personal preference, but if you're after reasonable power and low weight, this swap is ideal for you. I know you're probably curious about how I set up the PGT, but I'll save that for a future video. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll try to bring more single build videos when I get the chance. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really supports me. Until then, stay safe and I'll see you later.